Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. My co-host Brody and Miss Mags are here, but we're having some technical difficulties with the camera on our other computer. For some reason it's not letting me do the small little camera on the page. It's letting me do the big camera, but not the small camera. So we have disabled the video part, but Mr. Brody is here nearby, and Miss Mags is in the co-host seat right now. But anyway, another game from Inside Pitch Baseball from the 50th anniversary of the 1967 Impossible Dream season. Doing a game from May 15th, which is going to feature the Cincinnati Reds at the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's going to be Bob Veale on the mound for Pittsburgh against Milt Pappas for the hometown Cincinnati Reds. Pittsburgh comes into the game with a 14-11 record. On the actual season, they were 15-10, so they're almost right where they were at. They're a game behind their pace there, and the Cincinnati Reds come into the game at a record of 15-17, which they were 21-10 in the actual season. So they are 5 games below their pace. I know it's a little bit off on the record there, but so yeah, so they're underperforming. The Cincinnati Reds are, and Pittsburgh is right about where they should be. So we'll see what happens today as Milt Pappas takes the mound for the Cincinnati Reds. He comes in with a record of 1-2 in the replay with 3.90 ERA. 30 innings pitched, 39 hits allowed, 24 strikeouts and 8 walks, so a little bit behind his ERA, a little bit higher ERA than he did. He was actually 16-13 in the season, as you can see. For these visiting Pittsburgh Pirates, they come in with a lineup as follows. Matty Alou is the center fielder batting first. Maury Wills, the third baseman, bats second. Roberto Clemente, the right fielder, bats third. Willie Stargell, the left fielder, will bat cleanup. Bill Mazeroski will bat fifth and play second. Don Clendenin is your first baseman batting sixth. Gene Alley, the shortstop, bats seventh. Jim Pagliaroni is behind the plate batting eighth. And on the mound, Bob Veale batting ninth. So that's your lineup for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates. Matty Alou comes into the game hitting .393 with a homer and 7 runs batted in. He would hit .338 in the actual season, so he's off to a good start. So Pappas looks in for the sign from Paklevic. And here's the windup in the pitch. And he'll fly out to Rose in left for out number 1. That's how we'll begin. Next up is Maury Wills hitting .322 on the replay with no homers and 12 runs batted in. Hit .302 in the actual season, so very close to that. Here's the pitch by Pappas. And he'll fly out to right for out number 2, so 2 up and 2 down for the Pirates in the first. Next up is Roberto Clemente, hitting .295 with 2 homers and 18 runs batted in. Hit .357 on the actual season, so hitting a bit below that after a bit of a slow start for him. Here's the pitch. And Clemente will strike out for out number 3, so the Pirates go in order in the first. And the Cincinnati Reds will be coming up now against Bob Veale. Bob Veale is got a record of 3-3 with a 2.84 ERA, 38 innings pitched, 27 hits allowed, 30 strikeouts, and 26 walks. He was actually 16-8 in the season with 3.64, so he's actually overperforming as far as ERA goes by almost a run below his ERA. So the lineup for the hometown Cincinnati Reds is as follows. Tommy Harper is a right fielder batting first. Vada Pinson is in center batting second. Pete Rose in left will bat third. Tony Perez is playing third base. batting cleanup. Lee May is the first baseman batting 5th. Don Pekletich is behind the plate batting 6th. Chico Ruiz, your second baseman, is batting 7th. Leo Cardenas batting 8th and playing short, and Milt Pappas is on the mound batting 9th. So Tommy Harper comes in batting 266 with 3 homers and 7 runs batted in. Only hit 225 for the actual season, so overperforming a little bit. So Veale looks in for the sign. Here's a windup in the pitch. And he'll strike out Harper. Out number 1. Veda Pinson up now. Pinson's hitting 273 with 2 homers and 11 runs batted in. Hit 288 in the actual season with 18 homers. And he'll ace a single to right for the first hit of the game. So runner on first with the 1 down. And we're going to have him try to steal here. And he will steal on Pagliaroni. So Pinson's in scoring position now with 1 down for Pete Rose. Pete Rose comes into the game hitting a whopping 389 with 3 homers and 19 runs batted in. He would hit 301 in the actual season. So up performing by 88 points on his batting average so far. RBI opportunity here. And he'll ground one back to the pitcher. Pinson will move to third. 2 down now for Tony Perez. He's off to a good start also. Hitting 343 with 4 homers and 20 runs batted in. Hit 290 on the actual season with 26 homers. See if we can get the run home here. And he will draw a walk. So runners at the corners for Lee May. Hitting just 197 so far in the replay with 2 homers and 4 runs batted in. Hit 265 on the actual season. See what he can do here. Possible error. And he'll fly out to right to end the inning. So the Reds threaten but do not score, and after 1, it's no score. So Pops Willie Stargell will bat first here in the Pirates' top of the 2nd. Comes into the game hitting 274 with 4 homers and 15 runs batted in. Hit 271 on the actual season with 20 home runs. And he'll fly out to Pinson center for out number 1. Next up, Bill Mazeroski hitting 247 with a homer and 12 runs batted in. Hit 261 on the actual season. Here's the pitch by Pappas. And he will fly out. However, there's going to be an error on Pinson as he's unable to get to it. Doesn't commit many errors, only 15% chance there, but he does commit it this time. It's going to be a 2-base error too. So Mazeroski will be on scoring position with 1 down. For Don Clendenin, he's been struggling so far in the season, hitting just 136 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Hit 249 on the actual season. RBI opportunity here though. And Pappas will get him. So 2 down now. It'll be up to Gene Alley. Gene Alley comes in hitting 258 with a homer and 11 runs batted in. Hit 287 on the actual season. And he avoids the strikeout here. He'll ground out to short to end the inning. So after 1.5, still no score. So Pavletich will lead off here for the Reds in the bottom of the 2nd. He's hitting 321 with 8 runs batted in. Hit 238 in the actual season. So here's the pitch by Veale. And he'll draw a leadoff walk. Good start for the Reds here in the second, and we're going to have him bunt. Yeah, Ruiz is a good bunter at a 4 there, so out of 5, so we're going to have him bunt. Try to move the runner in scoring position. And what do you got here? Oh, pass ball, possibly nope. 13 is above the pass ball, so no pass ball, so we'll re-roll. Oops. Make sure we got to hold on there. We got to do this first. Now we'll re-roll. 1-3. And it's going to be a great bunt, so he's going to be safe with a single. So Ruiz reaches it, gets it past the pitcher, and runners on first and second with nobody out. For Leo Cardonas, no bunting this time. He's only a 1 bunter. He comes in hitting just 189 on the season with 5 runs batted, and he hit 256 hitter for the actual season. And he's going to line out to third. And the runner's doubled up at second.
Holy cow, what a double play!
So double play on the line out. And they're going to try a pickoff on Ruiz. And they're able to get him. So a line out to a double play and a pickoff will end the inning.
You're out!
So Veale works himself out of trouble there.
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
Alright. So Pirates up in the third with no score. Pagliarone up now. He's hitting 308 in the actual season with 3 runs batted in 10 games. In 44 games, he hit just 200, so 100 points better than his actual average. And he strikes out. For out number 1. That'll bring up Bob Veale, hitting just .067 on the season. Hit just .043 for the season. So not much of a bat in Veale. Ooh, but he finds that double spot there. There's a ballpark check there, so Veale feels comfortable at Riverfront Stadium. At Crosley Field. So 1 on and 1 out. Runner in scoring position for the Pirates. Brings up Matty Alou, top of the order. Alou's 0 for 1 on the day. And you get a range check here, so let's see here. Not a range check, but a batter split. And it's going to be a single. So that will, lead runner advances, so the run will score. And trailing runner is thrown out, so Matt Alou is thrown out trying to go to second, but he does have an RBI single. So 2 down and nobody on base with the Pirates with a run across already. As you can hear the sirens running through the city. So Pappas up now. Murray Will's up now. 3-4. Possible ground ball in the area here. And it's going to be an error check on Perez, and he does not commit the error. And that will end the inning. But the Pirates score 1, and after 2.5, it's the Pirates 1 and the Reds nothing. Pappas will lead it off for the Reds here in the bottom of the third. He's a 182 hitter with a homer and an RBI, so he's already hit his 1 home run, which he actually hit 1 home run in the season. He's only an .097 hitter on the actual season, so he's doubling up on his average so far. And he's already hit his home run that he hit during the season. I believe he hit that in his last start, if I remember right. So Veale looks in the sign from Pagliarone, nods his head. Here's the windup and the pitch. And no single there. And that'd be a ground out to short for out number 1. So to bring up Tommy Harper, he's hitting 262 on the season with 3 homers and 7 runs batted in. Hit just 225 on the actual season. And he will strike out.
He struck him out.
So 2 outs in the bottom of the third here for Veale Pinson. He singled his first time up, 1 for 1. He avoids the strikeout there, 3-5, and he'll fly out to right, and that'll do it for the Reds in the bottom of the third. So after 3 full, it's Pittsburgh 1 and Cincinnati nothing. Clemente will lead it off here in the top of the fourth. It'd be Clemente, Stargell, and Mazeroski. Clemente struck out his first time up. And he avoids the strikeout this time. He'll fly out to Pinson in center for out number 1. That'll bring up Willie Stargell, 0 for 1 in the day. And he strikes out. So Pappas now has 4 strikeouts on the day. Mazeroski up now, he 0 for 1. And he avoids the strikeout. And he'll pop up the short for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the fourth with the Pirates up by 1. Veale will face Rose, Perez, and May, heart of the Reds order. Looking to get a run here, at least. And it'll be a foul ball. Rose will draw a leadoff walk. So he's a threat to steal, but he's not going anywhere now. So Tony Perez up now, walked his first time up. And this time he'll strike out. So 1 out and Rose on first for Lee May. 0 for 1 on the day. And he avoids the strikeout. But he'll fly out to a Lewin center for out number 2. Pavletish up now. Ooh, that's got the steal. Hold on. Let's go with the steal here. And Rose is going to be in there. Stolen base off of Veale and Pagliaroni. He's in scoring position now with 2 down. And we'll go with that 3-2. And he'll draw a walk.
Base on ball.
So runners on first and second with 2 down for Ruiz. Ruiz 0 for 1 in the day. And he does not walk. And he'll line it back to Veale for out number 3. So the best chance of the day for the Reds so far goes by the boards. And after 4 full, it's 1-0 Pirates. So Pappas back on the hill for the Reds. Clendenin will lead it off. Struck out his first time up. And he'll get himself a hit. So lead off single for the Pirates here in the 5th. So I'm bring up Gene Alley. He's 0 for 1 in the day. He'll be hitting away. Get a range check at Crosley Field here. Crosley Field is a +1 for strikeouts and a -1 for walks, and is average on the home runs, no adjustment for homers. And he's going to ground 1 to third, and they'll get the lead runner.
No out.
But Alley beats out the return throw, so on a fielder's choice there. So it'll be 6-4 on the fielder's choice. Actually, it'd be a 5-4. Alright, so 1 down with 1 on. He brings up Pagliaroni. He struck out his first time up. And he'll strike out again.
He struck him out.
5 Ks on the day now for Pappas. Brings up Bob Veale. RBI opportunity here. And he'll line out to short to end the inning. So we head to the halfway through. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh. So Cardenas leads it off. He's 0 for 1. Veale's allowed just one Cincinnati hit so far, but has walked 4. So he hasn't had his best stuff, but he's avoided the big inning, gotten out of a couple jams, and he'll allow his 5th walk of the day.
Outside. Base on ball.
As Pagliarone goes and talks to him, discussing strategy here. They're expecting the bunt here. He's only a 1 bunter, but he is not bunting. But I'm going to say they're going to expect the bunt in, so we're going to play it in anyway. And he's going to ground out to second at the short, actually. Let's see what's going to happen here. So they're going to get the lead runner. Pappas will beat it out. They're unable to turn 2. So runner on first with the 1 down for top of the order Harper. He's struck out twice so far. Ooh, it's possibly going to be a wild pitch. No, it's outside the range, so we'll repitch. And that'll be a base hit. Pappas moves up to second. So runners on first and second. So the tying run is in the go-ahead runner on base for Veale Pinson. He's 1 for 2 in the day. And he's going to ground out this. G4 is usually second, but for some reason they're saying short, so it's going to be just a throw to first. Both runners advance. So 2 runners in scoring position now, so a base hit will likely knock in 2 and give the Reds the lead. Pete Rose is up now. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And it's going to be an error check on this, so this is a very good possibility. Oh, it's going to be a single, so at least 1 run will come in. Possibly 2. There's no error on the play. But both runners will come in. And just like that, the Reds take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. The Reds would actually win this game in real life by a score of 8-7. So alright, so Reds now have the lead. Perez is up now with the runner on first and 2 down. So 2-out rally, and Veale will get Perez. But not before the damage is done.
Visit our concession stand.
As the Reds score 2 and take a 2-1 lead going into the 6th. Pappas still back out there. Still got a lot of gas left in him, as you can tell by his card. He's still got 10 batters more he can face until he gets tired. And he will strike out Olu.
He struck him out.
So 6 Ks on the day for Pappas. Now he has the lead. So Maury Will's up now, 0 for 2 on the day. And that is going to be a triple. So the tying run is now just 90 feet away after the triple by Wills. And Clemente will come up. He's 0 for 2 on the day, struck out once. And he's going to ground it to first. Let's see if they send the runner. Yeah, he's a 6. We got to send him. So I'm going to assume that they're going to go for the auto out there, as Wills is an extremely fast runner. I'm going to assume he was off on the pitch, so not much of a chance to get him. Try the out at first, so the runner will come in. And Clemente will get an RBI ground out there. And it's tie score now, 2-2. So Willie Stargell up now with the bases empty and 2 down. He'll draw a walk.
Outside. Base on ball.
First walk of the day by Pappas. Some action going in the Cincinnati pen. Looks like Don Nutbart and Daryl Osteen are warming up for the Reds. Mazeroski up now 0 for 2 on the day. And that will be a ground out the first. And that will end the inning. But the Pirates score the tying run, and after 5.5, it's 2-2. Veale back on the mound for the bottom of the 6th. They'll face May, Pavletish, and Ruiz. May is 0 for 2 on the day.
Swing and a fly ball left field.
There's going to be a range check on Stargell. Does not have much range at all. He's only at 1 range.
That is over his head, and that is out to the 5th.
And that will be a leadoff double for May. So action going in the Pittsburgh pen as Mickelson and McBean are starting to loosen up. Pagliarone goes out to the mound to talk to Veale. Gets back behind the plate. Gives a sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. Pavletish has walked twice today. And he's going to fly out to center. Runner holds at second. So 1 down now for Chico Ruiz, 0 for 2 on the day. And he's going to pop out to the catcher in foul territory, but unable to get to the ball. So we'll have another re-pitch there, so it's just a foul ball. Oh, and a possible home run, as Ruiz is not a home run hitter, so instead he'll ground out to first as May moves to third. But now with 2 down, so it'll be up to Cardonas. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Chance to put the Reds ahead here with a base hit, but he'll strike out. So, big strikeout for Veale. And we head to the 7th with the score still tied at 2. Pappas still out there. I'm going to let him bat. Clendenin's going to double, so lead off double for the Pirates, so they're in business here in the 7th. Conference on the mound as they break it up. In for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. Alley up to bat now. He's 0 for 2. Oh, possible home run here. So a 1-6 will be a homer. No, and it's a 7, so he's just going to miss the home run. But he will single. And we're going to hold Clendenin at third with nobody else. So runners at the corners. We're still going to leave Pappas in there. He's not tired yet. So runners at the corners for Pagliarone. He's struck out twice. Strikeout would be big here. And that's going to be a fly out to right, and we got a sacrifice fly chart here. So that is going to be a sac fly as the 2 matches the 2 here. So Clendenin will tag and score the go-ahead run. That'll bring up Bob Veale. Let's check out his. And Veale's tiring out, so I think we're going to take out Veale here and pinch hit for him. Let's see who we can bring in here. Veale's day is done. And we're going to bring in. We're going to bring in Manny Mota. He's going to come in and pinch hit. He's doing pretty well in 40 at-bats. He's hitting .400. So 16 hits in those 40 at-bats. So he's off to a fast start. He hit .321 in the actual season. Not much power, but can definitely get on base. Strategy proves correct as he laces a single. Veale holds at second, so runners on first and second with one down. And that is going to be it for Pappas. As it looks like, let's see. As Don Notbart is going to come in to relieve him. So Pappas' day is done, so he leaves behind and is responsible for both runners on base. So Notbart comes into the game with a 1-2 record and a 4.59 ERA, 15 2/3 innings pitched. We keep it a 1-run deficit. The Reds are playing back, trying to turn 2 here. Air check here though. Lou up now. I'll lose 1 for 3 with an RBI. He's going to get the ground ball here, and Perez will handle it cleanly. And to the force at third or the double play third to first. Well, of course we're going to try the double play third to first. So we're going to go no. And nope. Double play third to first towards the line. A double play or force, it would go 5-3 right at third base. Double play chance goes second to first. No, we wanted a double play or force, it would go 5-3. So we're going to get the lead. Even though this is green, we did get the lead runner here because that's what it said. Go third to first. So we're going to force it out at third. He's going to be forced out. He will move up. There you go. So unable to turn 2 there. But we do get the lead runner. So they tried to get the double play. The other one was just to get the force at third, but this one was to try to get the double play. So there perhaps could have been an error on the throw, but instead Lou beats it out and they get the lead runner. So runners on first and second with 2 down now for Maury Wills. He's 1 for 3 with a triple and a run scored. And he'll pop out the short, and that'll end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch time here in Cincinnati with Pittsburgh up by 1. And let's see. Pittsburgh is going to bring in Mickelson here. Pete Mickelson comes into the game with a 4.78 ERA, no record, 2 saves, 11 1/3 innings pitched, 9 hits allowed, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks. So Notbart, we're going to pinch hit for him. And I think we're going to bring in Art Shamsky to pinch hit. He actually pinch hit in the actual game. Could bring in Origio too, but we'll bring in Shamsky. I think we're gonna bring in Shamsky. Shamsky's 197, and Origio's not on the lineup. So let's see. Could bring in Jimmy Coker. Or Johnny Edwards. Those are both catchers. We'll bring in Art Shamsky. He seems to be the go-to pinch hitter here. Hitting 276 on the replay, with 2 homers and 4 runs batted in. Only hit 197 on the actual season. It's going to be a range play on first baseman. And May will make the play.
Fine play.
To retire Shamsky for out number 1. So that'll bring up Tommy Harper. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. And he'll ground out the third for out number 2. Beta Pinson up now, 1 for 3 on the day. And Mickelson will get him.
He struck him out.
And that will end the inning for the Reds in the bottom of the 7th. So we head to the 8th with the Pittsburgh 3 and Cincinnati 2. As the Reds are going to go to their bullpen here. And they're going to go to... It's going to be Daryl Osteen. So Osteen comes in to relieve Notbart. Osteen comes in with a 1-0 record and a 4.21 ERA. He'll face Clemente, Stargell, and Mazeroski. Trying to keep it a 1-run lead. And he will get Clemente swinging. Instead of bringing up Stargell, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he'll pop out to first, or out number 2. So 2 down in the top of the 8th. For Bill Mazeroski, hitless on the day, 0 for 3. And he strikes out, make that 0 for 4.
He struck him out.
So the Pirates go in order in the 8th. The Reds will have the heart of the order, Rose, Perez, and May, up against... Let's see, I think we're going to take out Mickelson here. Yeah, gonna put in McBean. Not Bean, but McBean. Mickelson pitches a scoreless inning. And Al McBean comes in. Normally the setup man. Comes in with a 2.89 ERA and no record. 18 and 2/3 innings pitched, 15 hits allowed, 4 strikeouts and 5 walks. Rose is 1 for 2 in the day with a couple of RBIs. And he'll ground out to second. Mazeroski over to Clendenin for out number 1. So Tony Perez up now. He's been up 3 times. He's walked once and struck out twice. And this time he'll get a...
He rocks one to right center field. That'll shoot the gap and go to the wall, and one hops the wall.
Alright, so 1 out and a runner on second. So runner in scoring position. For Lee May, who's 1 for 3 with a double. A chance for the Reds to tie it here. And he was going to ground out to second. Perez will advance to third. So it'll be up to Pavletish. He's walked twice and he's 0 for 1 in the day. He can't get it done as he rounds out to short for out number 3.
To get your copy of the souvenir program.
So we head to the 9th with the Pirates on top, 3-2. And we're gonna leave Osteen in. I think we're gonna bring in. Let's see the other guy in here. Let's see, Regio. Yep, there he is. So Jerry Regio pitched 3 innings in the actual game. He'll come on the pitch here in the 9th. He's got a record of 1-1 with a 6.75 ERA. And then will walk. It looks like they're going to have Alley bunt here. He's a 3 bunter. Oh, and it's another great bunt. So everyone's going to be safe here. So Alley gets it past the pitcher, and 3 runners on first and second with nobody out. Pagliaroni up now. Looks like they're just going to have him hit away. Not much of a bunter. And he's going to ground out to second. This could be 2. And it will be a double play. As Clendenin moves to third with 2 outs.
What a double play!
So that'll be it for McBean, as we're going to have him pinch hit for. And let's see. We already used the only other player, Manny Mota, so we'll let the computer pick our pinch hitter here. And Manny Sanguillen, he's a decent hitter. Yeah, we'll let him come in. Backup catcher Sanguillen. So he comes in with, he's only had 1 at-bat in the season. He's 0 for 1, but he was a .271 hitter, 96 at-bats. So Sanguillen here, 2 down in the top of the 9th. Runner on 3rd, trying to get that insurance runner. Ooh, and this could come home here. Nope. 19. 1 to 15 would have scored the run, but it's a 19. And that'll be a single, so Sanguillen drives in an insurance run off of a Reggio. Bring up a Louis, 1 for 4. And that'll be it. As we head to the bottom of the 9th, Pirates get an insurance run. It's now 4-2. So the Reds need 2 to tie and 3 to win. And I think we're going to bring in our closer. Could bring in Pizarro. They actually brought in Pizarro. Either Pizarro or Face, but Pizarro is the one that actually pitched in the game. And Ruiz is a switch hitter, so it's conceivable. So Juan Pizarro comes in. He's got a record of 2-2 with a 5.83 ERA, 30 hits and 22 4 2/3 innings pitched, 11 walks and 22 strikeouts. So he's been a bit shaky. So Ruiz will lead it off, 0 for 3 on the day. And he's going to draw a walk here.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
So time run comes up to the plate for Cardonis. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he's going to draw, so back-to-back walks as Face starts warming up really quickly in the bullpen. They're going to pinch hit for Reggio here. Let's see who they're going to bring in. Simpson and Coker were used in the actual game, so let's see here. Jim Coker gets picked by the computer, so he will come in. Jim Coker comes in the pinch hit for Reggio. Coker is 1 for 2 on the season. 2 runs batted in though. We cannot get him. And he's going to fly out to center for out number 1 as the runners hold.
Everybody clap your hands.
So to bring up Tommy Harper. Harper's 1 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts and a run scored. And he'll walk to load the bases.
Outside! Base on ball.
We got the lefty on lefty matchup here, so I think we're going to bring the infield in. How many outs? No, I think we're going to try to turn 2, because if this isn't the tying runs on second. So we don't want to bring in the infield, because that might cause a base hit to go through. Yeah, we don't really care as much about the runner on 3rd as we do about the runner on 2nd. So we're going to play the infield back, hoping to turn 2 here. Lefty on lefty matchup. This will probably be Pizarro's last batter, as Face is ready in the bullpen. But we're going to get the lefty on lefty matchup here, as he's much less likely to hit at least home runs against the lefties than he is against the righties. So 6-2. Oh no. Oh, it's lefty though. It's good. So that's good, because against a righty that would have been a walk. 1-4. That's going to be a fly out.
You're out!
And no, that will not be a sacrifice fly. As the runner's going to hold there at center. They don't want to make the last out here, because we said that the runner on 3rd is not as important. I mean, it is important, but it's not really important. Let's see. So alright, so it's going to take a base hit, but they got Pete Rose up now. So they got the man they want at the plate. 1 for 3 with a walk, and already has 2 RBIs on the day. And that is a switch. Ooh, he's a switch hitter though. And I think we got to go with our ace. I think we got to go with Face Now he's going to come in. Try to get that last out here. So Roy Face comes in. He's had an excellent season so far. Trying to get that last out and notch his third save of the season. He's pitched 12 1/3 innings, no record. Only allowed 5 hits in those 12 1/3 innings. 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Trying to get that last out here as Rose will bat left against the face. And you can see here, well, actually he's much better against right-handed pitching, but I think we still got to go with this. He's our closer, so. Oh no. So singles 1-4. No, it's not a single. Ooh, that 1-4 would have been a game winner there. See what happens here though. And it's going to be a fly out to left. And that'll do it as Pittsburgh holds on and beats the Reds by a score of 4-2. And as Pete Rose had a chance there but could not get it done. And Face comes in and slams the door. So Face nails down the win for the Pirates as they improve to 15-11. Reds fall to 15-18 and continue their struggles on the season. Veale goes to 4-3. Pappas falls to 1-3. Face gets his third save. Alright, let's bring this into focus here. Let's take a look at the box score. Alright, so let's see. Bob Veale gets the win, 4-3, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of them earned. Did allow 5 walks, but also struck out 5. And Roy Face comes in and gets his third save. Milt Pappas, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 3 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. They get a quality start there. For the Pirates, Clemente was 2 for 3 with a couple of runs scored. And pretty much everything got spread around here. Bob Veale even had a hit. It's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Got himself a double. For the Reds, Pete Rose 1 for 4 with a couple of runs batted in, and that was pretty much it, as they only got 5 hits off of the Pittsburgh pitchers. So that'll do it. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. My co-host Mr. Brody is here off camera, and Miss Mags. As like I said before, we just have some technical difficulties with our camera. See if we can get those fixed up. It seems to be only on this computer that the small camera doesn't seem to work. The big picture. The small picture. We can get the big picture to work. For some reason, the small isn't working. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Another game from the 50th anniversary of the Impossible Dream season using Inside Pitch Baseball. We'll be back with another game from May 16th. Will be our next game. So stay tuned and we'll see what we get for a matchup. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye.